Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Mount Shita Z School Surat. In this video, we are going to discuss about inside computer, hardware and operating system. In this lesson, you will learn the main hardware and software components of a computer, functions of different computer parts. Computers are made of different electronic parts called components. Some components are inside the computer box where we can't see them. Okay, you can see this image in this processor, main memory, BIOS, motherboard, power supply, hard disk, all this inside the CPU box. So we cannot see it. But monitor, keyboard, mouse, all these components we can see. Can we see the details of computer's components after logging in? Yes. Okay, that details are called configuration. Okay, you can access this detail from this system folder. You will get to know about which type of processor is used, what is the speed of processor, how much RAM is available, which type of operating system is used. That is called configuration of your computer. Okay, it is same for your laptop and mobile also. You can check configuration of your devices. Brain of computer. The central processing unit, CPU, also called a processor, is like the brain of the computer. Why it is called brain? Because it executes instructions in response to commands. The CPU controls the other parts of the computer, similar to how a brain controls the body. Memory unit. Okay, memory unit is required in computer. Basically, there are two types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. Random access memory, RAM, is also called main memory. RAM is used to store data and instructions that are currently being processed by a CPU. Data is temporarily stored in RAM till it is saved to the hard disk. The data in RAM is erased when power is switched off. You can compare it with the green board or blackboard of your school. Your teacher is writing on that green board or blackboard, but that space is limited. So whenever it is filled, it is erased by your teacher and then you cannot get it back. But if you want to store anything permanently, then you need secondary memory. Secondary memory is the most basic storage device. You can see that is hard disk and other removable storage devices. Secondary storage is the memory where the information is stored permanently till it is explicitly deleted. Information is moved between main memory and secondary memory as and when needed. Okay, everything is stored in hard disk, but whenever we open any application, whenever we open any file, so that data and file temporarily transfer to main memory. And after completion of our work, when we close the application, when we save our data, again it is transferred to hard disk. So in that way, switching of information is being done. On power of a computer, data on hard disk and other secondary storage devices are not erased. Okay, hard disk is permanent storage, but sometimes we require to transfer our data from one computer to another computer or just to store it as a backup. So at that time we use removable storage devices like compact disc, DVD, pen drive. Okay, sometimes we take backup on online backup also. Now what is backup? Making copy of data is called backup. Why it is important? It ensures that even if one device fails, you have another copy of document. Many options are available like taking backup on pen drive, CD drive, sending email to ourselves, saving file on cloud storage. All these are the options. Input and output devices. We already know what are input devices, what are output devices. Okay, but how it works? Okay, the electrical signals for the alphabet type on the keyboard are converted to binary system and stored. Okay, if we press A, then that is sent to CPU after converting into binary. Then the data is processed and again it is converted to electrical signal, and then we can see the output. Connection ports. If you see back part of your CPU box, you can see different connecting ports, we can say plugs and all that. In laptop also you can see the same on right and left edge of your laptop. A port is a connection interface between computer and other computer peripheral devices. Some common connection ports are PS2, used to connect keyboard and mouse, USB port, Universal Serial Bus port. It is the most useful port to attach variety of devices like mouse, keyboard, printer, webcam, flash drive, digital camera, etc. VGA port, used to attach monitor. In newer versions, HDMI ports are also available. Audio in and out, used to attach speaker and microphone. One power supply unit is also there inside your CPU box. It converts wall outlet power needed by computer, that is DC. It sends power through the cables to the motherboard and other components. Now what is motherboard? Motherboard is the main circuit board of your computer. You can see in the image. Motherboard connects directly or indirectly every part of the computer. Main function of the motherboard is to hold the computer's processor and let everything else connected to it. Monitor. A monitor is one of the output devices of a computer. The display sharpness depends on the size and resolution of the monitor. Okay. Monitor has a number of individual dots known as pixels. Each and every dot is called pixel. Resolution refers to the number of rows of dots and the number of columns of dots. Okay, and the quality of display depends on this aspect ratio and screen size. BIOS and booting. Okay, there are different types of softwares in computer. Softwares are basically instructions that tell a computer what to do. Software is required to operate and use the computer. There are BIOS software, operating system, and application software. Okay, when we turn on our computer, when we click on start button, first software start working, that is BIOS. Okay, that is also called booting. Okay, it resides in ROM. BIOS checks whether all the hardware units are working or not. Okay, after that it will give control to operating system. After the operating system takes over, we can start using the computer. Okay, when we work on a Word document, print an email, and we use internet browser the same time, then it must be the operating system that manages all these actions. These programs need attention from the central processing unit to do the task. Okay, and operating system will provide one platform to all these applications. What is the role of operating system? The operating system is responsible for managing the computer's hardware and software resources. It controls the memory needed for computer processes, manages disk space, controls peripheral devices, and manages user communication with the computer. Now last, that is application software. Applications are software written using a programming language. Applications are programmed to perform specific tasks. There are many types of applications like browser application, a word application, game playing application, an application to paint or build an animation, an email application, and so on. New applications can be installed on a computer as and when needed. These applications reside on the hard disk. Okay children, so now you know what are different components of computer, okay, what are peripheral devices, how they are connected, okay, how it works, okay, what is the role of processor, what is the role of input and output unit, what is the role of BIOS, operating system, and application softwares. Okay, so keep watching. Thank you and take care.